comes in later or after, it's going to be that same reward. Because we're all fighting for the same thing. Okay? We're all fighting for the same penny. We're all fighting for the same reward. So whether our brothers came in, he's been doing the truth 15 years, and you only been in this 2 years, or someone just comes in the last hour, he's still going to receive that same gift. He's still going to receive that mercy. Okay? So I don't want to lose my train of thought. But he was murmured against a good one of the house. So that's like you saying to Yahushua, why does this individual deserve more? Because he's part of the elect. Whether he done less or more, he's still a part of the elect. Okay? So you can't have that mentality. You know, he just came in. Well, if he's of the elect, he's going to have the same reward you have. You're going to have those that didn't do no works. None. But guess what? They're still going to have a reward. That's what you've got to realize. Okay? They're still going to receive a reward from Yahushua. Okay? Let me just a minute. Saying these have ruled 1 hour. So they were murmuring. These have ruled 1 hour. Okay? And that last hour is those that come in last hour. You're going to have those that are beamed up. You're going to have those that are beamed up that didn't even know they were of the elect. That's how heavy this truth is. Okay? But this is really referring to those that may have came in last hour. You know, last 1 year, 2 years. Okay? Saying these have root. What does root mean? Worked. But 1 hour, and that has made them equal unto us, which are borne the burden of the heat of the day, because they were obviously working in the heat of the day. They were exhausted, and they were hired first. Okay? But that still don't take away from the fact that those that were working in the last hour, they were still of the elect, whether it was an hour or not. Okay? It still don't take away from that fact. Okay? But he answered one of them and said, friend, and you know, so it says one of them. So one of them was complaining. There's always one. And this one was complaining about his wages. Okay? Sport brat mentality. Okay? But he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst thou not agree with me for a penny? Because you agreed for that penny. So, again, that master or that manager was saying, hold on, didn't you agree? Okay, so what's the problem? Okay. Take, that is thine. Take, that is thine, and go thy way. In other words, go about your business. I gave you what you were supposed to have. I gave you your wage. Okay? Take what I has and go. Go thy way. And I will give it unto this last, even us unto thee. So, all of us are going to receive the same wages. Whether you came to the truth long time or now. Everybody receives the same wages. Okay? Regardless. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own? Okay? So it's lawful to Yahushua to do what he wants. Okay? It's lawful for Yahushua to do what he wants with his flock. Okay? You can't say, oh, I've been doing it this long, but have you enjoyed? Have you continued? Because there's going to be men that follow this truth that have been in this truth for a very long time, but they didn't endure. So this is about enduring. Okay? And to the end. Okay? Is it not lawful for me to do that which with my own? Okay? Is that I'm evil? There's that evil eye. Like the eye is supposed to be evil towards your brother. Okay? You envying him because he has more talents, or because he has less, or because he's new to the truth, but he's still learning. You know? Is that I evil? Because I am good. So that's a question. So what? Is your eye evil now? Because Yahweh Shai is good, and because he wants to increase certain men. And you can see the men, there's only a few, I'm speaking for myself, there's only a few men that are already being increased in the spirit. And the only way you're increased is by being in the word. That's the only way you can be increased in the spirit. You know? Which we went into the flesh and the spirit. So, again, this clears up all the fuss. Now, if you've got any questions about, do I need to do the work? Yes, if you've been called in, if you're in a camp and you're teaching, you can't just stop. And that's why the scripture says, count the cost. Okay, you can't just stop. But if there's a problem and you're really struggling with doing videos, go to your camp leader and speak to him about that. Say, look, there's an order that was put out by the elder apostles of Great Millstone. You're having a hard time dealing with it, and I'm sure you can talk to an elder about that. But don't start murmuring and talking shit because you can't do it, and because you're having trouble. Come on, man, don't do that. Okay? Because then you're putting yourself in a lot of danger. Just be honest. If you're having a hard time, don't fake it. Don't make up lies on why you're incompetent. Let the brothers know. This is why. Okay? And ultimately, Yahweh Shai knows anyway. Because that's who you're answering to. Okay? Because every man's going to be given according to his measure. Okay? So you're going to be given according to your measure. The measure you've been given. Okay? So the answer is yes. If you've been called into this truth, okay, to do the work, you have to do the work. There's no excuses. If you're just a helper, then you're a helper. But guess what? That's still counted as work. And that's it. It's not hard to understand. Okay? So my battery's running out. We're going to go into a few more scriptures. Because really, I really like to go into prophecy. But from time to time, lessons like this need to be done through the Spirit. Okay? Because men, they have multiple demons on them. Not to say we don't get, but men in this truth, they have effeminate, contentious demons on them. Okay? So the only way one gets rid of them demons is by being in the Word and by being what? Corrected. Because if nobody don't tell you, then guess what? You're going to think it's all right. You know? And that's another thing I want to say as well. Don't get too familiar. Don't get too familiar with guys in your camp. What do I mean by don't get too familiar? There's a saying in the world. What do they say? I forgot. What is it? Comfort. Too much familiarity breeds contempt. That's so true. That's so true because certain individuals, when they get too comfortable, they start taking the mick. So even amongst the elders, even between youngers, don't do that. Especially if a man's just came into the truth, he has to be tested first. Test him first, because men get too comfortable and they start disrespecting you. Okay, you start bringing out scriptures, they want to talk over you. Say no, that's disrespectful. You know. So for too much familiarity breeds contempt. It really does. Okay? Don't get too familiar with guys in your camp because they start thinking they can say anything they want. That's why you have to be strict. When we come to camp, it's strictly business. It doesn't mean you're tyrannical, but you gotta know, look, that's your measure, don't cross that measure. Okay? These guys, they get too comfortable. Okay? And they want to tell you how everything is done when they haven't even been tested themselves. Okay? So from now on, that's how things are going to remain with me. Okay? Being stern, but humble and balanced at the same time. Because you could be stern and still humble. Okay? Humble doesn't mean you're soft. Okay? Humble means what? You're meek, but you're still stern. Okay? And it's coming out that individuals, they had problems long time ago. Even way before they got in the camp, they had these problems. And that's what's even worse. That's what's even worse. That's why before you get into a camp, you're really supposed to, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But Yahweh's going to deal with it anyway. Everything. Okay? But the elect are not going to get caught up on carnal, petty situations. Because the demons of this world, they want you to get drawn in to their little world. No, it's about pushing the word, and that's it. Okay? So we're going to start off on a few more scriptures. Okay? Bear me just a minute. So this is Isaiah 57 and 15. For thus saith the high and holy, the high and lofty one. So who's the only one that can really be high and lofty? The Heavenly Father. He's high and lofty one. That inhabited eternity. He inhabited eternity. He's forever. He's the Ancient of Days. Okay? Whose name is holy, referring to Yahweh Shai, Kodash. I dwell on high and holy place with him, and also is a contrite spirit. So the Lord takes pleasure in those that have a contrite spirit. Those that are willing to humble themselves before Yahweh Shai. That's who he deals with. Okay? Those that don't have all the answers, but are willing to humble themselves. Which the elect, they have the answers, but they're still learning. Okay? All the places to go, and you come right here with that. Anyway, we're going to shut up soon anyway. And of a humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble. So Yahweh Shai's going to speak the humble. I'm here, man. To revive the spirit of the humble. And to revive the heart of the contrite ones. So this is what Yahweh is coming to do. It's coming to revive the spirit of the contrite and those of humble. Not someone that's proud. Not someone that can't be told shit. Not someone that's emotional. With someone that's emotional, someone that's pride, they can't grow. They can't be taught. Okay? Amos 5. Bear me just a minute. Shouldn't have a problem, you know what? Shouldn't have a problem pushing this work. If there's an if, but, maybe, well, I'm not sure, then there's definitely an issue. There's definitely an issue. You know? Definitely. There's definitely something inside of you that ain't right. Because I don't have no problem pushing this work. There's joy in doing this, you know? Amos 5 and 20, we're going to shut off on this. Amos 5 and 20. Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh shall be darkness and no light in it, even very dark. Okay? And this is speaking what? In parabolic sense. In other words, it's going to be bad times. Dark times are bad times. And that's what's coming to this society. Okay? And no light in it. And not light, even very dark. And no brightness in it. So this is what time we are approaching. Jacob's trouble, danger, calamity, race wars, riots. You know, I wish I could further expound on this, but the battery's running out. So until the next time, I'm going to shut up here. Lord willing, this is edifying. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect across the globe. Shalom.